I'm Edward Anthony Patris.
I'm Alex Whiteman.
My name's Daniel Legault.
My name's Naveen.
AKA Wooshie.
AKA Streamline.
AKA Good Vibes.
AKA Cookie Monster.
And I am a raver.
And I'm a raver.
I am a raver.
And I am a raver.
Running every night. You say you want me, I will make it right. I will come running. All you ever need. Our love is dawning. Look outside, I'll be there tonight.
I would define a real rave. I would define as a spiritual awakening with your friends. I would enjoy the music and to have a different change of scenery out in the open desert or in the forest or even in an abandoned warehouse. It's all about who you're with and the moment you're with them.
Somewhat somewhere with plur, peace, love, unity, and respect. A lot of ravers take that for granted, and they think it's a new term. It's actually an old term.
I personally define a rave as a small community of people who share a common respect, who share a common love for music.
Honestly, the beginning of raves started in the 80s, 90s, and I think the peak of raves has, for a while now, been depleted. I think now it's just more about a mainstream group of people that are just coming over from high schools and colleges. Before it was more of an underground scene. Venues were ranging anywhere from deserts to forests, and now they're in club venues now and they're called raves, but I don't really believe they're raves.
It used to be about love and just coming together as a bunch of people having a good time for the same enjoyment, and now it's just a lot of people have come into it with a lot of drugs.
There were no flyers. It was all about word of mouth. You would call someone that you believed in, they would call people they believed in, and you would just get a group of friends together.
When I was going, it was really good. It wasn't as packed as it is now, it wasn't as mainstream as it is now, and neither was the music, but I think there were better people 2 years ago than there are now. Now it's just gangsters and cholos going, and that kind of ruins the vibe, but we make do.
Yeah, they were a lot more better, more friendlier. You knew everybody around. As soon as you walk into a rave, you knew everybody. You knew every single person. You knew the DJ, and after the DJ was done with his set, he would just come down to the dance floor and dance with everybody else.
A lot of people are going to raves to lose themselves, when I believe raves are supposed to be somewhere to find yourself, somewhere to connect to some deeper meaning of life, somewhere to just dance and lose yourself without actually doing what they do when they lose themselves and doing all the drugs. And
ravers nowadays, they're mostly just party people from all sorts of life, all walks of life. It's not just the candy kids or just the druggies or whatever. It's people from colleges are coming down getting drunk at them. They have more similarities with clubs now than they do with real raves. There's more similarities in a 18 and over club today at a rave than there is than a real rave. I think illegal substances at raves right now, they're getting carried away with it. People are just, little high school kids, 16, 14-year-olds coming over, overdosing on ecstasy, on shrooms, on all kinds of stuff.
I think they're stupid. And I don't know, I don't do them at raves. I just like to go to have a good time and see a bunch of my friends and people that come together for good music and dancing and just being whoever you want to be that night and just having a good time and not worrying about anything. And so it's not always about the drugs, and it shouldn't be, but it is, unfortunately.
The rate that the raves are going nowadays is just gonna get worse and worse and worse. The more people misrepresent this type of this scene, the more people they're gonna start thinking that that's what raves are, a place where you can do drugs, and just hang out, which is not true.
I hope that it's going to go back underground, but it probably won't for a while. It's going to be pretty mainstream for a while. Everyone's going to be going. Everyone's going to be wearing the bracelets, not really realizing what they mean or what it represents. So it's just, I think it's just going to be like a fashion thing now, more than a thing for coming together as one.
I don't think the raver way of life is dying. I know out there is all these old school ravers from the 80s and 90s that are still keeping it alive. Some of them are actually DJs like myself, and you know, they go to those desert parties and they throw those side trance events. So I think that's what's keeping the raver spirit alive and the raver life alive still.
At times I do, and at times I don't. It just depends. Last weekend we saw a guy named Sky perform, and that was one of the things that really brought it back for me. He was amazing.
Well, the people that have been going for a while and have seen it change, they still have it in their heart, and they still can feel that excitement when they go that they used to. I think I still do, but the way that people see it now, they're never gonna feel that or know it. They may think they do, but it's just, it is kind of dying because it's more of a thing that everyone does, and that just doesn't seem very exciting to a lot of people.
Honestly, yes, it has. The rave scene in general is dying. It's becoming more commercialized. The club goers are going to raves, ravers are becoming cokeheads, and it's all basically dying out. Raves weren't all about money, big advance. It was just a small community of people just want to listen to music. And the best kind too.